Hello, how are you doing? This is Courtney Rollins with the Life in Transitions Experts YouTube channel, podcast, and Facebook group. Here as the host, as well as owner of Estate Pro Service, where I'm helping families through some of the biggest transitions in life. I'm the property specialist when it comes to life transitions. And this YouTube channel or this channel is designed to provide content to folks who are not only going through big transitions, looking for answers, looking for solutions, particularly with property, as well as people who are practitioners, people who are in the estate profession, who are either real estate agents, real estate investors, attorneys in that space, care managers and providers, estate plan, estate sales specialists, here to help provide as much content as possible, commenting on the experience, recording that experience, as well as hopefully giving out some great resources and tools and tips. I'm not an attorney or a financial advisor and not giving legal or financial advice, but I am sharing my experience and hopefully it's helpful to folks in this way for me to spread the word, get out there, and really market to folks all across North Carolina and the nation. Now, when I was in Baltimore, Maryland, I cut my teeth wholesaling, speaking to folks who are distressed property owners. Quite often, it was the property that was in distress. It was either really beat up, torn down. There are a lot of spaces and places in Baltimore that need revitalization. And so being able to help sellers sell those properties and put them in the hands of investors who can rehab them, fix them up was awesome. However, I ended up moving about a year and a half, almost now, a year and 3 months, 4 months ago, to Durham, back to North Carolina, back home to be with my now beautiful wife. And I needed a new way, well, I need to open up a market here. I still have my Baltimore market that I market to. However, I wanted to work in my now backyard, and I needed to find a way that was going to be, I was going to be able to do this hopefully quick, fast, and hurry, and be fulfilling. Because I'm just the type of person, and a lot of us who are investors who solve problems and get problems at a discount are just inclined to be people who can listen and have big empathy and really enjoy helping people. That's one of the ways that we earn the right to get the properties at a discount quite often. And so probate was and has been that space for me. Shout out to Probate Mastery Chat, Corbett's work, Bruce Hill taking on that now and being such an awesome leader over there. Bill Gross sharing his experience. Even all the lead sources. There are a lot of folks out there who are sharing um, and being loud and proud about and directing people into the path of probate as an excellent lead source. And so I just want to share some of the reasons why I work with probate lead. So let's rock and roll. Let's do it. And I'm going to go ahead and put my information down here because if at any point in time you want to reach out to me and talk, is this it right here? Boom, I should go. Yeah, there it is. Ooh, cool. Courtney Rollins at or Courtney at estateproservice.com. My website's there, my number's there, and my lady is calling me now, but I can't talk. This is live, live. All right. Why I work with probate real estate leads. Let's go. All right. Number one, there's really less competition. And to be quite honest, I don't really believe in competition. I believe in collaboration. I believe what's mine is mine. And I really try to come from a creative mindset and not a competitive mindset and all. So, but the pool is not as large. The water is, I should say, blue or more blue than the red water of just other real estate sources like, foreclosures or even properties that have just, out of state tenants, landowner or out of state landlords and stuff like that. There's a lot of folks who aim for those spaces because they're quite often the signs of distress in there. But not as many people are involved in the probate space. That's growing, and hopefully it continues to grow because that means it'll just mean everyone has to get better to add more value and innovate. So competition, quote unquote, can be healthy, but it's also awesome to be able to be in a space where not as many people understand probate, not as many people are want to deal with the intricacies and that come with probate. So, yeah, that's one reason. Number two, motivated sellers. Let's do this. All right. Quite often, I don't have the stats on me, but most property that is in probate usually is sold within the first 60 to 90 days of them having the ability to sell it because quite often they're inheriting a property that they weren't expecting to inherit, didn't want to inherit, and or they actually have bills that need to be paid from the estate, and usually the property is the biggest asset that's able to satisfy those, and or they want to unlock some of the inheritance that comes from the large estate. So you have motivated sellers there. So a smaller, less quote unquote competition and motivated sellers. I mean, we could stop the podcast right there, and there's plenty of reason. But there's others, right? There's often distressed properties, and quite often these distressed properties, uh, because um, many people have lived in the properties for a while, and there wasn't something where when someone passes away, sometimes it's not expected, and even when it is expected, the properties have been lived in that usually has some type of wear and tear, and that serves as a challenge, but it also serves as an opportunity for folks to come in and be able to buy it as is, satisfy the needs, relieve the pressure of the seller, as well as take on the risk as a um, experienced investor to be able to revitalize that space. And so it's pretty awesome. So you have distressed properties quite often in that world. Number four, off-market deals. Yes, so it's a great space for real estate agents for listing properties traditionally, which would make it on market. However, quite often, if you're talking to folks in the probate space or in the pre-probate space, these deals or these properties have not um, gone to market yet, and so there's quite opportunity for you to put in a strong offer that satisfies everyone needs, but also doesn't have that bidding war that sometimes can go from the frenzy of being on the market, and just being able to have the speed that comes with getting the property soon is very important for the investor and for, of course, the family that's involved or the estate that's involved. Yeah, and there's potential multiple deals there. When you work with someone, and there may be multiple properties in the estate, or just you really build that relationship with that personal representative or the people that are in charge of the estate, you get to um, have the opportunity to have more opportunities to serve, and especially when you're networking with other estate professionals, especially in the care management space. There are people who come in and need to help serve someone or have them move into a new facility, and they're right there as a stakeholder, the well, not stakeholder, but I mean, I guess the gatekeeper to who sees folks who need help, and they can point them in your direction. So there's opportunities for multiple deals. There's plenty of times I have several clients where I've bought several properties from them based on one relationship, and that continues to be the case. So that's a great reason that I enjoy working in this space. Again, the long-term relationships. I've had sellers. I even had a seller come to my wedding. We're good friends now. He's a great older gentleman, Star Trek lover. Now, I'm not big in Star Trek, but I'm a big nerd when it comes to sci-fi type stuff. And he's just a really cool guy. And there's plenty of other folks who really, when you come with a serving heart, and especially in people's time of needs, they really appreciate that. And that is, I mean, that could be the number one thing up here. Um, and it's just been so rewarding there. So these relationships is really what makes it worthwhile. So that's another awesome reason. I don't know about community gardens up there. I think that's from an ode speaks pace. But yeah, so those are some of the six reasons. There could be several, many more. But what are the reasons that you're in this space? Going from back uh, from six to one, long-term relationships for me, potential for multiple deals, the off-market deals that come. You have properties that need work and need service, and there's motivation quite often, and there's less competition. So those are the six reasons that I was thinking of, and I want to share with you. Would love to know your thoughts, your reasons. Hey, if you want to be up here and share some of your work that you're doing with folks, or if you have even questions about any of the process, property or probate related, reach out to me. Would love to connect. Would love to be a part of your journey and see how we can do that. This is Courtney Rollins with the Life in Transitions Experts podcast, YouTube channel, all that great stuff, saying let your light shine. Cheers.